Last Fight of the Griffins, Followers Friday, and GameStar reveals Solas and the Iron Bull. My name is Ash, let's talk Dragon Age. Last Flight is the next novel within the Dragon Age series, following the story of Valia, an elven mage who was recruited into the Wardens. Her research is devoted to understanding the Blights and the Darkspawn, including the strange reports surfacing about anomalies within the Darkspawn ranks. The tale itself will lead her towards uncovering the Grey Warden's secrets, some that may change the face of the mighty heroes of old. The book's author is Leanne Marcel, not a developer from Bioware that we have come to know, such as Patrick Weeks, the upcoming author for The Masked Empire, as well as David Gator, who previously wrote The Calling, The Stolen Throne, and Asunder. Last Fight will release on August 12th. You can pre-order at the link below. Followers Friday. I'm not talking about the hashtag on Twitter, but the new monthly feature by Bioware in order to introduce companions that we will share adventures with in Inquisition. Not all companions will be featured, but once every month we will see a breakdown of the upcoming companions, with a slew of pixel goodness in the forms of screenshots for you to enjoy. Vivienne is first on the list, the former first enchanter to be, the Orlesian mage that was first introduced in the game in former coverage. The post will be coming soon on blog.bioware.com. Speaking of followers, the German game site GameStar has something special for us. In their April issue this year, they revealed new Inquisition news, but more importantly, two new companions, the Iron Bull and Solas. Wait, no, Solas. In a statement on the Bioware forums, lead writer David Gator says that the actual name of the bald mage that we were introduced to in the World of Thedas trailer and multiple screenshots, his name is Solas. Many fan translations of the magazine have sprung up since the release on Bioware forums, Tumblr, Dragon Age fan sites, and more. To quote Patrick Weeks here, please just don't leap to conclusions until you read in your own language. The information in the article comes from one of GameStar's reporters visiting the Bioware studios. But just like the mistake with Solas' name, there may be other standing discrepancies lingering in the text. I ask that you err on the side of caution if you try and pick up GameStar's magazine and aren't fluent in German. But to be honest, that never stopped us. Solas is a renegade mage that is possibly a dreamer, or in other words, a powerful mage that can enter the fate at his own will. The most known dreamers are Finreal from Dragon Age 2, Aurelian Tyus from the Dragon Age comics, and Thalcian the first dreamer and the first acclaimed knowledge of blood magic from the old god Demon. He's an apostate as made apparent through his very non-circlish attire, and he apparently has great knowledge about the fate himself. Here's a personal note: Solas has two significant ties to the lore. 1. The word Solas means pride in Dalish. 2. The word Solas is also a name for a city between Tevinter and Ibarra, mentioned in a codex entry found in the Black Emporium called the Box of Screaming. On one hand, it's possible Solas has ties to Dalish. On the other hand, he may be pulling an Anders by not revealing his true name, just as Anders never revealed his true name and took his nickname from the Intervals. As a renegade mage, Solas might be bad news, but it remains to be seen. Going back to the details, the headquarters of the Inquisition is called Skyhold. 4 voice actors are present, 2 for male, 2 for female. David Gator says that the Iron Bull is afraid of nothing except for his past. Players must unlock regions by having a certain amount of strength. The Warden and Hulk will make cameos in Inquisition, but not as companions. The Inquisition can open rifts into the Fade. Hunting grounds will be affected by the Inquisitors doing so. If you decide to kill off deer, then they won't return for a while. Hopefully this extends to spiders. And dragons will protect their own nest from wily Inquisitors like yourself. And that's the summation of all things. If you need absolutely more information and are dying for more shots from inside the game and don't care for Followers Fridays or the upcoming dev diaries or any of the screenshots, June 10th. June 10, the veil will rip in Los Angeles. Take care everyone, like and favorite if you enjoyed, leave your positive or negative comment in the box below, and I will see you next time.